think walls separate us, they also protect us. Those people out there kept us in a cage for 200 years. That is not someone I want to engage with.
So you guys keep upping the ante with these films. One of the scenes I love the most, you guys are hanging off of this wall, which I had heard took quite a bit of time to shoot. What are your memories like of those days? How long were you guys out there, and what did you do to pass the time?
It was very hot, but apart from it being hot, it was a really neat experience to be hanging from this vertical wall and running up and down it all day. And then on the moments where we'd be stuck up there for quite a bit of time, we'd all just crack jokes and laugh with one another.
Tris also undergoes quite the transformation in this film, and it was such a bizarre experience as a consumer of these films to watch her in this gorgeous white dress and high heels. So what was that experience like for you, and how did you kind of like wear her differently when you were in those ensembles?
Yeah, it was interesting to try and retain Tris's, I guess, demeanor within the constrictions of being in a dress and heels or a very white constructed uniform, but also to remember to think tactically and whatnot. So it was an interesting thing to play with.
Mm-hmm. And was it uncomfortable for you? Because you kind of notoriously hate high heels. I remember seeing you barefoot on red carpet.
I don't really hate them, but I'm not a fan of heels for the most part. That is very true.
So which do you prefer, hanging from a wall or wearing high heels?
Probably hanging from a wall.
Yeah.
This is something that I can't do as Shay.
One of the other things that I found really interesting while watching this film is the idea of kind of big brothers watching you, the idea that there's always someone watching. And I was really curious because when I was watching those scenes, I felt a lot of parallels between what Tris goes through and the idea that she's kind of like the celebrity for this group of people who've been watching her every move, and kind of what you must be going through in a way, especially as this film franchise gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I guess when Tris first makes her entrance into the bureau and everyone knows who she is, it sort of throws her off. It still kind of happens to me if I get recognized. I still am like, oh wow, yeah, I guess, because I sort of forget that anybody would know who I am, you know? It's not part of my inner dialogue. So I guess we're similar in that way.